In this video, I'm going to show you the exact steps I have taken to help over 30 people in the last year get a new job as a remote tech sales individual, whether that is a business development rep or a sales development rep. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done, the exact websites that I use to get this done. And if you watch this video through to the end, you can literally take these steps right after our video and you can go apply to jobs and have interviews within the next 7 days. It sounds good, too good to be true, but I promise you it's not. So let's go ahead and dig in. First of all, why tech sales? If you're new to the channel, I make videos every single day explaining how to get a job as a remote sales development rep for a technology company. And the reason these jobs are so amazing is because they are extremely high paying, anywhere from 100K to 300K plus a year. Entry level roles start at about 75K. That means you can make that much with no college degree, no experience, none of the above. You could have this job within a month. That's why the industry is so amazing. And I just have a passion for it. So if you want that, if that type of job sounds good to you and you want to work from home and you want to have amazing work-life balance while making a ton of money, then I just need two things from you. One, I just ask you, please subscribe to this channel and please like this video. Only reason I say that is I teach all of this absolutely for free. That helps me keep this free, and also it makes sure that you see these videos so that you can actually get one of these jobs that I'm teaching about. So let's go ahead and dig in. First of all, what are the websites that I use to find these jobs? There's 3 websites. I'm going to go through the exact steps for all 3 websites. I'm going to keep this super short, super brief, and super to the point. So let's dig in. The very first website that I use, and this is actually my favorite website and what I believe is the best website to go ahead and get your foot in the door with technology companies, is Indeed. Indeed.com. You can literally go into Google and type in Indeed.com. This is where I find most of my job. This is where I found an extremely high paying job for myself. And this is the go-to that I use to find them for my friends and people that I love and who I've helped get into the industry. So it's very, very simple. It's almost too easy. Literally what you do is you go to Indeed. When you're typing in job title, you just type in business development representative. You can also type in sales development representative. A lot of people ask me, what is the difference? There is literally no difference. A business development rep is the exact same thing as a sales development rep. So you're just going to click on that, and wherever it says where, unless you want to go to an office near you, click remote. Remote jobs are as good as it gets in 2023. And then we're going to click find jobs. And this is where it's really going to start to blow your mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right here, and we want to make sure it's a remote job. As we can see right here, there's 13,360 jobs just on Indeed for business development representatives that are remote. We're then going to go to salary estimate, and this is up to you. If you're okay with just getting a job, getting in there easier, you can go for 50K plus and 60K plus range. But I always recommend let's go for that 75K plus. And the reason for that is these jobs are based on what's called an on-target earnings. So this might be your compensation, which is your base salary plus your commission. But if you do any decent at all, if you're above average, you're going to blow these numbers out of the water. So generally someone with estimated earnings of 75K, it's not unrealistic for them to actually bring home 90 to 100K. So I always go for the 75K. And location, we're just going to hit remote. And as we see, there's 2,400 of these jobs. And so what you're going to do, I literally, and it's, if you spend an hour to do this, you will get responses back. You have all of these jobs right here. If you look, you can see estimated salary, 66 to 84K. 66 to 84K, 80K to 100K plus a year. You're really not going to want to look for the business development manager jobs. A lot of the manager jobs are a little bit tougher to get, but a business development representative, this is entry level, like as low on the totem pole as you can really be while being in tech sales. And bare minimum, you're making 65K to 85K. We want to stay away from the managers and leaders if you don't have a lot of experience in the field. We just want to be realistic. We want to get a job, right? This one's 75K to 80K. And literally what you do, this one is 70K to $110,000. The ones that say urgently hiring, those are the ones where obviously you're going to get through that interview process quicker. For whatever reason, maybe they just received more funding, maybe they have plans to grow within the next few months. These jobs are going to get back to you quicker. So let me show an example. What we're going to do is you can just click on one of these jobs, you hit apply now, and you quite literally put in your information. So what you would do for all of these jobs, and most of them are easy, and you're going to log in, put in your steps, and you're literally just going to apply. I don't have to walk you through what that process looks like. It is so simple. You just answer your name, your phone number, where you live. You can attach your resume, all of that stuff. It's not hard at all. I don't need to walk you through this part because odds are, if I have to walk you through that part on how to get a job in remote tech sales, you don't deserve one anyway. It's probably not the best fit for you. But it's literally that easy. You just go from job to job and you just hit apply, apply, apply. And literally what I tell people to do is sit down and do this for an hour. You can knock out 40 to 50 applications. You will almost certainly either one, get a job almost immediately from that, or you will start interviewing right away with these companies and learning more about them and learning the roles. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. So that's the very first step. Indeed, all you do is you go down the step and you apply. You attach your resume. I don't have a resume video right now. There is one that will be made very shortly showing you exactly what type of resume, how to make it. But guys, don't stress that part at all. Google resume templates. Literally just put your work experience in there. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Even if you don't have a ton of work experience, just throw that in there and throw it into these jobs. The goal is there's 2,400 of these. So the goal isn't for every single job to choose you, but the goal is apply to 2,400 jobs. You're going to get 5 to 10 job offers at a minimum. Pick your favorite one. Pick the best one. That is the absolute best way to do this through Indeed. Aside from Indeed, another website that is very good is Glassdoor. Glassdoor, again, I would use Indeed. There's nothing wrong with Indeed. To me, it's my favorite. But if you wanted to use another website, if somehow you exhausted all of your resources with Indeed, you can go to Glassdoor. You're going to go search for job titles, and you're going to type in business development representative. And we're going to click jobs. Don't click anything else, just click jobs. And then for location, we're going to put remote/US. We're going to wait for that to load. And then while we're waiting for that to load, the next one that I am going to show you is going to be LinkedIn. LinkedIn offers some of the best ways to get jobs. This one is the reason that, here's my opinion on LinkedIn. This is probably the easiest way to get a job. However, you need to have a LinkedIn profile already to give yourself the best chance of landing one of these jobs. Now, again, these are the easier jobs to get if you have a LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn, there's no reason not to go with the Indeed. So let's see. So we went from Indeed, we went to Glassdoor. Glassdoor, remember we typed in business development rep. Location, we are remote, US. And it's going to show all of these jobs. So just click see all jobs. And the benefit of Glassdoor that Glassdoor has above Indeed is that you can actually easy apply to these jobs. And so what that means, and this is the benefit of using Glassdoor, you can put in your information one time, and every single job that has the easy apply sticker right here, when you click on that, it's going to auto-populate all of your information for all these jobs. So it's a lot easier to go ahead and get these jobs. It's a lot easier to apply with these quickly, but you have to remember, if you're able to do that, other people are also able to do that as well. The filters you're really going to look for here is you want the starting salary to be, I would say, above 75K. somewhere in this area, and then posted. You really want jobs that are posted, what I would say, the last 2 weeks max. If you can go to the last week, last 3 days, the last day. The reason you want to really go for these is because, one, they're not stale job postings. So they're not jobs that have already been filled. These companies are not going to get back with you. It's just the jobs are already filled. That's why you want to go with in the previous day, the previous 3 days, previous week, previous 2 weeks, because these jobs are more actively searching. You're able to get your foot in quicker, rise above the noise, and go ahead and get your foot in the door and begin that interview process. It's a lot tougher when you're applying to a job that says the last month, for example. And the reason is because imagine all the people that applied a month ago. By this point, there's probably hundreds of them, first of all, but imagine how long they've been waiting. They've already been waiting a month to hear back from this job. In my opinion, it's not smart for you to put yourself in that same position by proving yourself with a company that doesn't move quickly. So what I really recommend is sometime in the last day, last 3 days, last week, or last 2 weeks. You've got about 75, 80 jobs right here. You could apply to all of these within an hour, okay? After this, and this is the final step, this is the easiest way to get a job, but you have to have LinkedIn. So if you don't have LinkedIn, this won't be for you, but you still need to watch this because this will be in your future. What you're going to do is you're going to go to LinkedIn, and we are going to go to jobs. So what you do is you go up here and search by title, skill. We're just going to put business development representative. You can literally just type in linkedin.com/jobs, type in business development representative. And what that is going to do is it's going to let you choose your filters. So 1, you want to choose remote. 2, you can choose the salary. I recommend doing the 60K plus, because remember, if you get a job that's the 60K, 70K, 75K, you can still get into the 100K range by the end of the year. This is just getting your foot in the door, and it's a good salary. So I recommend starting with 60K. It's easier to get a job this way. Now, if you want to be a little more, I guess, rambunctious, you can try to go for the 80K. But like I said, a lot of people look at these and they're like, oh, I can make more money by just applying to this one. But when they do that, turns out there's a lot more competition, and companies, it takes a lot longer for them to get back to you. So I recommend the 60K, and then date posted. You really want to do past 24 hours or past week. You don't want to do anything. So as you can see, there's been 936 of these jobs in the past week alone. 936 of these jobs that are willing to pay you 70, 80K posted in just the past, 24 hours. It's crazy. It blows my mind. So I would just click on that. Experience level, I would put, you really don't have to adjust this one, but you can maybe put entry level, but you really don't need to adjust this. Entry level, this would probably just show you the jobs that are easiest to get. But all you're looking for when you go through this is, let's see, we're going to take off that filter. Stuff like this: business development representative, remote business development representative, business development representative, business development associate. You're really looking for the stuff that's showing 60, 70, 80K plus, and you're literally just applying to them. Now, here's the cool thing. When you're on LinkedIn, a lot of times, let me see if I can find an example of one. Let's look at this job. A lot of times what happens is you're able to see who the hiring team or the hiring manager is for every single job. So when you apply to these jobs, you can also message the actual hiring manager, tell them, hey, I just applied to this job. I'm super interested. You can customize it a little bit and say, I really like X, X, and X about your product, about your software. I'm sure you get a lot of applications. I wanted to make sure that you saw mine. And that works very well. Now, it only works if you have a LinkedIn profile. If you don't have an established LinkedIn profile, it's not going to go as well. You can still do it, but it's not going to work as well. So again, these are the 3 things that I really recommend the most. And again, it's Indeed, Glassdoor, and LinkedIn. Do not get caught up on, oh, my resume has to be perfect. Oh, this and that. Literally, if you just go and you spend an hour, going through exactly how I just showed you to apply to these jobs, you will get either interviews or a job within 7 days. I wouldn't say you're going to get a job within 7 days. Usually the interview process for these remote tech jobs can take a few steps. I know for my job, it took about 3 steps over about 2 weeks. And that's kind of on the quicker side of things. I've seen some people get hired in a week and a half. Sometimes it's up to a month, but usually about 2-3 weeks is what you're looking at. Again, I can't stress this enough. If you're not happy with your situation right now, go on to these websites, Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn, pull up this video and follow what I just did step by step. If you spend an hour doing that, if you spend 2 hours doing that, your life will change because you will be able to get one of these jobs, and it's the best feeling in the world. Gives you freedom, gives you a lot of time to yourself and to your family, and the money is amazing. So if you have any questions, or if you want my step-by-step guide once it is released on how we're doing this, what the resume looks like, the messages we're sending these hiring managers, all I ask you, please subscribe, please like this video, and comment. If you see this on Facebook or if you see this on YouTube, leave a comment. You will get first dibs on the guide. And I'm not just saying that. I literally go to my comments, the people who engage with my videos, I send them the guide first because they look out for me. I want to look out for you. So again, thank you so much. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to thank you. Have a great day.